for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Play action. It's Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. Big yardage that time for the Jets.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Play action. Now Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's long. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. 33 yards. And the Jets will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now the Jets are lining up to go for 2. Jackson here is going to look to throw. It's caught. That's nothing. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Rutledge. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. And we'll see if that pick-6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they just had that pick-6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that, because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From From the gun, Rutledge. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. 7 yards, the pickup there. Looking to throw on second down. Rutledge.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted.
Picked off at the 33. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. To throw is Jackson. And he's got his big tight end here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first down, Carson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. From the gun, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Lamar Jackson. A 16-yard touchdown run.
And the Jets continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Take it in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Off play action. Rutledge. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Rutledge.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw. Rutledge.
He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's a second down. They'll look to throw again.
He finds Bateman over the middle.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 23.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
He's to the 10, throwing the out route incomplete. That's Andrews. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll try to run with Dobbins.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Andy Isabella there to make the grab. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. This is Carson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. Here's Carson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They go play action now. Jackson being chased out left. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this one is incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's long. And all the way in, touchdown, New York.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the one. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the two-point attempt is turned aside. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Rutledge.
He'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins.
So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw on 3rd down, Rutledge.
He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Throwing on 1st down, Rutledge. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, tell all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
They go play action with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4.
Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. Rutledge. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Rutledge.
That'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me. Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now it's Jackson. And he'll just get rid of it. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that place.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Bass. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw taken in by Long here.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
And Carson unable to make it to the yellow line as the defense bottles him up.
That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Jackson. Flushed out right. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
Flush to it, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets will extend their lead. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go now as they will again try for 2. They'll try and throw for it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Off the play fake. Rutledge. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in the cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
On 1st and 10, Rutledge. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's Isabella open on the right side. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jet 16. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Andy Isabella with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. So once more, the Ravens will come to the line here and go for the 2-point try. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got him in. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. Taking it in. And the Jets are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Jets will line up for 2. Here's Jackson to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. That extends their lead by 2 more. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Gay now set to kick it off.
Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st down, Rutledge. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw again.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
7 yards, the pickup there. 2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. So a decent deficit at this stage in the 2nd half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Andy Isabella saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Back to throw. Rutledge. He's got it. So they convert the 2 that keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45.
45 yards on the ground for him so far.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Play action. It's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. The quick feet. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Escaping the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, Rutledge. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Throwing on 1st down. Rutledge. Throw left side complete. That's Gallagher. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. To throw on 2nd down. Rutledge. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They run it with Carson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's long. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Play action. Now Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the